Hi, and welcome to Pick3 Pile. So, I want you to focus, center yourself, take a deep breath. What do I need to know? And just allow one of the following numbers to float up. Is it 1? Is it 2? Or is it 3? I will now read the mini reading for each of the numbers, starting right now. Feeling like some of the people who picked 1 might have some inner conflict going on, or maybe you're squabbling with other people. It's kind of like um, disagreeing and not really feeling that you're being heard, maybe fighting over small things, or it can feel bigger. I feel like you're moving out of this period now and stepping into a better time where you're not so focused on being right or focused on defending yourself against other people being right. This can be a result of your Facebook feed being filled with all kinds of stuff and you get affected. And maybe it makes you question things, or maybe it makes you get angry or stressed or confused of all the information. And maybe really good friends that you have is saying things that you're disagreeing with. And that is okay. We don't have to agree to still love and care and respect our friends, even if they can say things that feel unaligned with us. A lot of messages is going on for you right now. Maybe this can be messages around you from source, or it can just be messages going on because a lot of us are at home and we're staying mainly at home. Most communication is through internet and phone calls and not so much meeting people in person. And I'm feeling like a lot of this energy for you is around in your head, and you get ideas, but you also get stuck kind of like in a hamster wheel. And if you do get triggered and you do argue either with yourself or other people, it's usually because we're not so grounded in our energy. So the best advice I can give you is to get grounded, connected to your body. And as we move on, I'm being shown that you are an alchemist, and everything that you want, you can transfer. So that means that if you are aware of a situation, you can totally switch it and you can turn it into something magical. You can turn it into something completely different. So that means if you're catching yourself feeling in a lousy mood, you can catch that, like, with a blink of an eye. It's an amazing trait that you have, that you're able to just do this switch. But it's also allowing for you in other places of your life, taking something that really people don't believe in, and you can turn it into something amazing. And people go, wow, I could never do that. So that could be a practical thing, like maybe you're doing some DIY, or it can just simply be you turning something from nothing into something amazing, and people are being uh, pretty impressed, or feel like, wow, how did this happen? You're so creative, or you're so gifted. I'm also feeling that you're getting sparks of insight, that you're being much more in tune. And I think that that is maybe one of the stressing things going on in your mental area. I'm not saying mental per se, but like in the head area, the head, third eye, crown area. That one of the reasons why you feel unsettled there is because things are shifting and moving, and you're starting to see things in a new way. So you're getting your information in a new way. Maybe you're downloading information from source in another way. But I'm just seeing this really, it's like sparks of insight, and you get flashes and visions, that can be new information for yourself, insight as to how to move forward, maybe ideas about job or your path ahead. So fascinating time ahead for you. And of course, this is for this week, but I'm feeling that you're onto something, and this alchemist energy is lasting for a much longer time. For those of you who have picked 2, I'm feeling that you have gone through a transformation over time, and it's been shaking you to the core, and it's been wringing you inside out, and you're coming out on the other side now and emerging and feeling like you're born anew in a way. And it's almost like the world is so magical and it's filled with all these opportunities, and it's almost a little overwhelming by all the different choices that you have. And what direction do I go? What do I want to do? How do I pick the right thing? What if I pick something wrong? And honestly, we can't pick anything wrong. It's all about learning. And I know that that sounds like a cliche, but whatever you do, whatever you choose, it's all about a path. And if you don't want that, you can go back and you can choose something else, or you can go forward and choose something else. It's all, everything is a choice. It's always a choice. So if you're thinking that there are so many options, my best advice for you is to sit down, write a list over the options, sit back, get grounded, and just look at the option. What is springing at you? Like, what do you want because it's blingy and shiny and brand new? Or what do you feel is drawn to you because this is the direction? It can be one or two things, and you have to make sure that it's not just a logical choice. It also have to be a choice that is aligned with your heart and your soul. And of course, we cannot just follow our heart always. We have to also be sensible and logical. So all of these should emerge together for you to make the best choice. At the same time, with all of what you have gone through and all these shiny objects and all the amazing things that are ahead for you, it's almost like you're like, can this happen already? Because I have gone through so much right now that I want this to happen now. Well, it doesn't work that way. This transformation that you have gone through has allowed for these opportunities to come, and now it's the time to choose, and then they can manifest. They can't manifest just because you're thinking them. Well, at times they can, but at this point in your time right now, it's not how it's working. What I want you to do is turn around, look at your life, and be grateful for how amazingly you have done, how far you have come, all these incredible things that you have accomplished in your life, and how rich you are on every level. You are so abundant and you have been so awesome. Then I want you to really look at here and now, what is going on. And then you can look at the future and go, this is what I want to create. And the reason why I'm asking you to look back is because we're always, even in this time, we're like, well, when the world is going back to normal, the world is never going to go back to normal for many of us. For some people, this has passed without a hitch and they're not really, changing. But for those of us on this path, we'll notice that life has changed and it won't go back to normal. But a lot of people are living in the future. There is no guarantee for the future. The only guarantee you have is right here and now. So the more we can be in the here and now, but plan for the future, just do not live in the future. There are so many things that you have planted, but they need to mature and grow before you can harvest them. All the ideas that you have planted, all the insights of flashes and visions that you have, they are coming into your energy field and they will manifest, but you have to pick a few, because otherwise we're spreading our energy too thin. I'm feeling like you have to connect with your heart and your self-worth, and then this will take off. So I'm excited for what's ahead for you. This is for this week, but of course, a lot of these choices will have a ripple effect over time. So I'm really excited for you. For those of you who have picked 3, this is such a nice, calm, wonderful time. So please take care of this time to nurture yourself and really feel settled in yourself, your body, your home, your sanctuary, and soak up all that can fill up your cup emotionally, spiritually, and on every level. Just really enjoy this time and just really appreciate what is here and now, because it's so amazing and it's really filling you. As I'm talking about this, I'm feeling like the energy is literally just embracing you and recharging your batteries and really connecting yourself to yourself. As I move more into this, I see that you have some plans for that can be work, or it can be a business idea, maybe a course or a class that you want to create. I feel like it's a little mature for it to be launched. I feel it's a little mature for it to manifest for you yet. It's kind of like in a very fresh state, and it just needs a little bit more time to grow into this wonderful, beautiful thing that you're envisioning for yourself. I see a lot of green here, so you are connecting with your heart, but also the goal is showing me that you know your self-worth. The goal is about value, excuse me, and it's also about self-worth, but it's about monetary worth too. Apologize for my dog barking. I'm also feeling like this is a time for you not to invest in anything financially, but rather focus on spreading your money over time. Don't feel poor, because then we're sending that energy out to the universe. You can still feel rich. It's just, don't invest in anything right now unless you're totally sure that this is what you want to do. I'm sensing that things need to mature a little bit more before you make any decisions. But do you feel like you are in a place financially? And it's fine also if you have a little extra to just put aside some money for future investments or what you want to do with a business idea, or before you go back to work or get a new job. So this is a time for you to just recharge your batteries at home, allow things to mature, and then you can go out into the world and present whatever you are creating, or embrace opportunities that are coming your way in regards to work. I had to pause this because my little pit bull, she thinks she has had to warn me about, the dangerous neighbors walking by my door. Okay, back to what we were talking about here. So allow these ideas and these opportunities to just mature a little bit more before you invest your money. And I'm just really feeling like this is a time for you to hone your skills. So if you're working on something spiritual, intuitive gifts, maybe you're taking some classes or something like that, this is a time to do that within the frames of your home, and then you can take that out into the world a little bit later. But it's not just the right time now. It just needs a little bit more um, time to ripen. And but you're onto something really nice, very interesting. The plans that you have and these ideas are going to be put kind of like into action. They need to be grounded into something so that you can actually present it to the world. Otherwise it's just going to be air castle in the sky, right? So right now, let them mature, tinker away at them, and present them when you feel ready, when the time is right. But it's just not right now, especially not this upcoming week, and maybe not the week after. But just you have to feel into it again. Connect with heart. It's always so important that we're listening to our heart and not get lost in our mind. And also, like I say to everybody, reconnect with your body. Your body will also give you answers. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you, and have an amazing week.